Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the transport system in plants. As we know, plant is less active than animals because they cannot move, they cannot eat, they cannot see anything. So they need less energy. Only few substances get transported in the plants, and these substances are food, water, and minerals. Plants have connective tissue for the transport of these material. They need less energy as compared to human being. Just like in animals, we have a circulatory system like heart, blood vessels, blood. Same as in the plants, conductive tissue works as the transport system. So two transport system in the plants is xylem, xylem for water and mineral. जैसे जाइलम जैसे जल, जल मतलब वाटर. Phloem, phloem for the conduction of food. Face phloem, face food. Clear? So xylem and phloem are the two transport system in the plants. These transport food, water and minerals to the plant. Now, transport of water and minerals. Plants required water for the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis process is that process in which plant prepare their food with the help of carbon dioxide from environment, water from soil, sunlight as well as with the help of chlorophyll. So plant need water for it. Plant also required minerals for the growth. These minerals are present in soil. Plant absorb these minerals with water. Plant use roots for this work because we water the plant in the roots in the soil that is present. Roots is present in the soil. In xylem tissue, two main part is xylem vessels and tracheids. These are the two main part of the xylem tissue. Xylem vessels. Xylem vessels are the non-living long tube-like system which connect end to end like the drain pipe. These are made up of dead cells. Xylem is present in the root, stem as well as in the leaves. The cells of xylem vessels do not have cytoplasm and nucleus. Their cell wall is also thick because it is made up of cellulose and lignin. These vessels provide strength. Strength means majbuti to the plant. Clear? Now it's tracheid. Tracheids are thin, long, spindle-shaped, close-ended cells. Close-ended. They have small pits for the conduction of water. So these are the two parts. Now we will discuss some other parts. These are the part of the root system like epidermis. It is the outermost layer, one cell thick layer. It is present in the root. Then root cortex. Root cortex is 3 or 4 cell thick part. Then endodermis, inner one layer. Then root xylem. Now the root xylem will start. Clear? How water get transported in the plant mechanism, that is when we watered a plant, जब हम किसी पौधे को पानी देते हैं, this water is absorbed by the soil. soil ने water ले लिया. Now root hair is present in the roots that absorb water by the process of diffusion. Now this water get transported by epidermis, that is outer part, to root cortex, to endodermis, and in the last it is root xylem. From root xylem this water moves in the stem xylem and then leaf xylem. At the last this water reaches to the leaf. Only 1 and 2% of the water absorbed by the roots is used only for photosynthesis. Then what happened with the remaining? The remaining water get lost as transpiration. Okay. In the diagram, you can see here roots are present in the soil and the water moves upward through the xylem tissue. You can see this water moves to the leaves as well as in the upward part. Now, leaves that prepare food is as well as downward towards the roots. You can see here directly xylem as well as phloem tissue in this diagram. These are the structure of xylem vessels and tracheids. Xylem vessels, as I told you, that the cells end-to-end connected cells, and you can see here xylem vessels, and tracheids that is close-ended, दोनों एंड इनके बंद होते हैं, एंड दे हैव पिट्स बिटवीन देम, इनके बीच में पिट्स होते हैं जो क्या करते हैं, ट्रांसपोर्ट करते हैं इसको, वाटर को. ओके, नाउ it is the part of the root system. You can see root hair in the soil particle, and this root hair absorb water from the soil. Now this water pass to the epidermis, root cortex, endodermis, then root xylem, then stem xylem, then leaf xylem. In this way water transport from root to the leaves. Now the question rise, what mechanism, what happened to the water, how this water get transferred from roots to leaves. प्लांट्स कितने बड़े होते हैं, 100 मीटर 200 मीटर, उससे बड़े भी प्लांट्स आप देख सकते हो. तो ऐसा क्या सिस्टम है रूट्स में जिसके थ्रू ये वाटर नीचे से ऊपर तक जाता है अगेंस्ट ग्रेविटी. अगर हम एक बाल्टी से पानी को ऊपर ट्रांसफर करना चाहें तो बिना हम लोग एक्सटर्नल प्रेशर दैट इज़ मोटर हम लोग उस वाटर को ट्रांसपोर्ट नहीं कर सकते. बट प्लांट्स के अंदर ऐसा क्या सिस्टम है जिसके थ्रू वाटर ट्रांसपोर्ट होता है. तो आपको मैं बता देता हूं, द प्रेशर एट द टॉप ऑफ द प्लांट इज लेस देन द प्रेशर इन द रूट्स, बिकॉज इन द लीव्स वाटर गेट इवेपोरेट थ्रू द टाइनी पोर्स that is called stomata, and this process is called transpiration. Due to this transpiration, pressure get reduced at the top, and due to reducing pressure a suction pull create in the roots. Due to that suction pull water moves upward from roots to xylem. In this way we can see that this water get transported from roots to leaf through xylem. Okay, now transportation of food. As we know, plants prepare food by the process of photosynthesis in the leaves. This food is transferred to all the part of the plant, like the birds, like the roots, because roots cannot prepare their food because they are under the soil. They cannot perform photosynthesis, as well as newly bird that can also not perform photosynthesis, and they need food for the growth as well as other activities. This movement of the food from leaves to all the part of the plant is called translocation. And in this process phloem tissue plays an important role. Phloem, that is food transporting system. So phloem is a conductive tissue that transport food and other substances in the plant, or you can say within the plant. Now the main part of the phloem is sieve tube. It is the main part of the phloem. It is living in nature. It has cytoplasm but no nucleus in it. It store food and transport it to all the part of the plant. Its end have sieve plate, and sieve plates have sieve pore in it through which food get transport. Next, companion cell. It have cytoplasm as well as nucleus. Companion means helping cell. It helps the sieve tubes cells. Okay. Now the question is, why the movement of food is necessary? Food is required to produce energy, and all the parts of the plants need energy for maintain life as well as for the growth and repair of the body of the plant. So movement of food is necessary. Now the question is, how this mechanism of transport, how this food get transport? Then as I told you, food is prepared by the leaves, and leaves store this food into the sieve tubes. Some water get mixed in this food by the osmosis process. Due to it, the pressure increase inside the sieve tubes, and this food moves upward as well as in the downward direction, upward towards the bud, and downward towards the roots. It means the movement of the food is bidirectional, upward as well as downward. Okay. So now it is being easy for you to differentiate between xylem and phloem easily. You can give the answer yourself. Here you can see the structure of phloem, that is sieve tubes. Here is the sieve tubes. At the end it have sieve plate. Sieve plates have sieve pore. Cell wall of sieve tube contains cellulose, and along with sieve tubes there is a companion cell, as I told you, which have dense cytoplasm and a dense nucleus. This companion cell help the sieve tubes for all its functioning. So it is the complete transport system in plants. I hope you will understand easily through my video. Thank you.